Hello, Two Ties here, back at you with another study guide. This time we're talking World War II. I know a lot of you are sick of World War II because we've been talking about it for 3 months. But we have to get through this test, the next big but test, before we can stop talking about World War II for a while. To begin, let me explain each one of these, how the test is going to be set up. It's going to be set up as kind of a word bank, as well as every once in a while you have just no words. So I would advise you to learn in every different way you possibly can to learn what these terms are. But for right now, the answers are all in the test. When you get the test, the answers will not be there, and the questions will also be mixed up. So let's begin. As you can see, every underlined term, such as dictator, Stalin, Selective Service Act, income tax, are all the main terms that will not be there when the test is handed to you. Like I said, they will either be in a word bank or they will be not there at all and you'll have to know what they are. So hopefully you will learn to study through your study guide effectively, and you will be able to answer these questions off the top of your head, so it doesn't matter if you had a word bank or not. So let's begin. A dictator controls a nation by force. The word, of course, you're looking for is dictator. Hitler's treaty with Stalin freed Hitler to invade Poland. Once again, the word is Stalin. From this point on, just know that the underlined words are the answer. Under the Selective Service Act, the United States began raising an army. The Revenue Act of 1942 required most Americans to pay income tax. Benjamin Davis Jr. became the first African American general in the United States Air Force. Japan invaded Manchuria in the 1930s. Sudetenland was turned over to Germany at the Munich Conference. France and England declared war on Germany after they invaded Poland. That was, Germany invaded Poland. The answer being Poland. Frustrated by with the failure in Great Britain, Hitler attacked the Soviet Union. Tuskegee Airmen was the name of the unit of African American pilots. The United States Army forced Japanese Americans to move into internment camps during the war. People planted victory gardens because of the rationing during the war. Leningrad was under siege from the Germans for 900 days. The Holocaust was known for the mass killing of 6 million Jews. During World War II, the Jews were driven out of their homes and placed in concentration camps. Now we will have a short section on true or false. Once again, I will mix up these questions, so don't just memorize false, false, true, true, false. Because most likely when you get this test, that will not be the answers. So you will have to know what they are. On January 1st, 1942, the United States joined the Axis powers. This is false. The Germans destroyed the city of Leningrad in June 1941. This is also false. If you notice from an earlier question where it was under siege for 900 days, you would know the answer for that question. The Allied troops defended Bataan, surrendered in April 1942. This is true. The atomic bomb was tested in New Mexico desert. This was also true. The islands of Wake and Guam were occupied by the Germans. This is false. Now we're going to have some questions on The Sound of Music. Remember this movie? We watched it for a long time. Why did Maria go to work for the captain? The answer, the nuns did not feel that she belonged at the abbey. They knew that something was wrong. They knew that she was very young and she wasn't quite cut out for that life yet. Number 2. What were the 8 notes that Maria taught the children? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. This is pretty basic. Everyone's had music and should know this by now. So, hopefully you do. Name 3 of Maria's favorite things. On this, I said come up with this on your own. Just think back to the song. You can even type it in YouTube. Favorite things, song, Sound of Music, and listen to it and get this answer. Now we'll move on to the next movie we spent a long time, most recently on Diary of Anne Frank. What was the name of the cat in the movie? Was Mushi. Who gave Anne her diary? Of course her father did. Why did the Franks go into hiding? Because the Nazis rounded up of the Jews due to the Holocaust and the war. And then we're going to have some bonus that have to do with geography. Now these I did not give you the answers to, so you'll just have to look at them. You can even take the exact question, put it in the Google, and see if you can come up with a good answer. Now, we will probably give you the answers in class, either me or Miss B, depending on who's there and what day it is. But here are your questions. When it is winter in West Virginia, what season is it in South America? Number 2. What are the latitudinal and longitudinal address of the equator? Then for my 2, I said, what state is Pearl Harbor located? And where is the Anne Frank house located? Not the original house, the secret annex where she stayed until the end. And that is it. Pretty simple. I know I scared you. You had a lot of questions, but it's not too bad. What's that? 15, 20, 23, 26, with the possibility of 4 different bonus points. So in all, it's 30 questions. A little bit larger than you used to, but most of it should be so common sense that you should pass this with no troubles whatsoever. So this has been Two Ties, and this has been your World War II test review, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.